submit that this parliament...
First put the order.
Yes, I want to submit on that. Yes, I have to, yes, I want to submit, Madam Speaker, that for a chairman who led an ad hoc committee and came with a raft of recommendations to come here and stand and entirely disown his own report, dismantle it by his submission, being a former commissioner at Uganda Revenue Authority, in customs, and who left URA with a record that the public are still interested in.
Actually, URA, Mrs. Katesh.
That's what I'm saying. We are really interested in his service at URA and the questions he has left.
Honorable Katesh did a very good job in URA.
Yes. Which job you know how it ended. But my point is he in order?
No, it ended well by him becoming a member of parliament.
I didn't say it ended badly. I didn't.
Yes.
So, my point of order is, for a chairperson that this parliament spent resources to facilitate him and his 8 members to go and do work, and that expenditure had not extracted it, I would have put it per capita, per MP, how much you spent to do this report. To come here and we debated this report, we adopted it, government made the commitment, and he has come here completely to make a turnaround. Is he in order? First of all, without bringing a motion to amend the resolution we passed, and just debate in the negative and disown that. Is he in order?
Also is to delete part A1, which is substituting for the following: the income of Bujagali hydropower project up to 30th of June 2032. We are rejecting and we are proposing that be deleted.
Why don't we leave the chairman to move? He has not moved it.
Madam Chair, he has read it. He only brought amendment. On this one, he had agreed with it.
So you're okay with it?
Yeah, for him it was okay. And even Katesh, who was the chairman of the committee, which said this should not be, was also agreeing. That means there's double standard.
It was not cast on stone. It was not cast on stone.
So, it's not personalized. These are things why should the parliament give people work to do. We come with a report. It is passed here. It's adopted. Then instead of implementing as we have agreed, even the chair of the committee turns and runs away. Madam Chair, this is being unfair. Last year, this financial year, we said we give it what? 1 year. And the year we gave it, we said, now government goes and renegotiates and corrects those issues. And also Bujagali to refund the money they took in form of taxes before the exemption came up. So, Madam Speaker, Madam Chair, I would propose that this House, let us not be taken for granted. I would say we delete this as the minority committee has proposed, and Katesh, who was our chair, should come up and support this, that we delete.
Let me hear from Honorable Katesh.
Honorable Nandala was my member. And the Honorable Nandala has been in Parliament more than myself. And perhaps he was there undertaking oversight when some of these agreements were done. Madam Chair, while our position has been taken, we have to be mindful. Honorable Nandala knows that the biggest problem we have with Bujagali was the rate of return and the loan. By us rejecting this proposal without dealing with the issue of the loan that brought us into this problem, we'll be shooting ourselves in the foot. Therefore, it would have been ideal for government to bring this proposal with an additional proposal to pay off the loan. Then we would have a problem. But right now, the challenge we have from the minister has been here explaining the impact of tariff if we make this proposal. And the private sector, which appeared before the committee, explained that their worry would be the rise in tariffs. So I have not changed from my position. But the reality is that we signed agreements, bad agreements, and I still insist that if government has a way of getting money in the next 5 years to pay off the loan, to buy off the loan, then this matter would be resolved once and for all. But for now, we have to allow this to run because it is consistent with the agreements that we signed.
Madam Chair, the Honorable Katasha, when he's talking about a loan, Nandala being a, we have objected this since 2014. In 2017, when these people discovered that the end had come, do you know what they did? They decided to go and get more money. Yet we had come to the end, the other first loan had been not paid. You saw it in the report. Why would you go to pick more money when the money has been not paid? And the two, you are collecting dividends. First of all, you're getting return on investment, which you should have got dividend. You are getting again dividends. So you're getting twice. This is really, Madam Speaker, I want to tell my brother Katesh, it's not the loan issue. It is a criminal act, which must be dealt, and Parliament should come here and deal with it. Even when the Auditor General audited, he said, number one, the power doesn't even reach 200. But the claim is what? That's 100%. Now, even he has also agreed, it's 20%. But we are paying for what? 100%. Yeah, no, it is. But we're paying for 100%. Even it has moved. It started from 40 going up. We are paying for what we are not getting. So, Madam Speaker, why we would have done this? Now we have got Karuma.
We are paying for the mistakes that we made in the power purchase agreement. We made the mistakes. It may not be you, Nathan, but the offices that made mistakes are costing Ugandans.
Yeah, Madam Chair, but that's true. If we made a mistake, we said you produce 100%. Then you produce 70%, 60%. You have failed also on your duty. In fact, that on alone makes the agreement to be what? Terminated.
One of the recommendations we made, because if it is about the production capacity, the Committee of Natural Resources, which provides oversight, should be able to look at this sector, because there are commitments, and the Minister of Energy is here. Periodically, the regulator should be looking at the performance with respect to the production capacity. So, Honorable Mafabi, I agree with you, but don't discount the major issue is the high return on investment and the loan that was involved, and therefore we should pay for our mistakes.
There is an order.
Madam Speaker.
But you people,
Madam Speaker, the problem we have in this country is that we must reevaluate the education system we have. Some of these universities, including Makerere, where I went, and taught us economics, should be in position to even recall some of the papers. Yes.
Uh-huh.
If you are an economist,
which one?
no, I'm speaking generally. If you are an economist and they're in Ministry of Finance, we are taught the same economy. You must belong to some economic theory. Are you a development economist? Are you a classical economist? But now we are having retardatory economists in this country. Through their proposals, they bring in the bills, and some of the debates here. This Parliament sat and made a raft of resolutions. Madam Speaker, if you look at the Hansard of 2025, and some of them I can quote you. You even say, yes, you said,
I did not say
we are here. When you were convincing us that time, you said, this is 2025. We are here, we are not going anywhere. This is on the record of Parliament, the Hansard. Again today, Madam Speaker, you have also said that these are bad agreements. The same thing you said in 2025. You mentioned Umeme, you mentioned Bujagali. I want to submit that this Parliament...
First put the order.
Yes, I want to submit on that. Yes, I have to, yes, I want to submit, Madam Speaker, that for a chairman who led an ad hoc committee and came with a raft of recommendations to come here and stand and entirely disown his own report, dismantle it by his submission, being a former commissioner at Uganda Revenue Authority, in customs, and who left URA with a record that the public are still interested in.
Actually, you are a Mrs. Katesh.
That's what I'm saying. We are really interested in his
He did
service at URA and the questions he has
Honorable
left here.
Katesh did a very good job in URA.
Yes. Which job you know how it ended. But my point is he in order?
No, it ended well by him becoming a member of parliament.
I didn't say it ended badly. I didn't.
Yes.
Yes. So, my point of order is, for a chairperson that this parliament spent resources to facilitate him and his 8 members to go and do work, and that expenditure had not extracted it, I would have put it per capita, per MP, how much you spent to do this report. To come here and we debated this report, we adopted it, government made the commitment, and he has come here completely to make a turnaround. Is he in order? First of all, without bringing a motion to amend the resolution we passed, and just debate in the negative and disown that. Is he in order?
Honorable Odur, that report was made by a team of people, including Honorable Nathan Mafabi, Honorable Karim, and after seeing what could have unfolded, we are saying, we are looking at the purchase agreement. After seeing what could have unfolded, that's why he's making a U-turn. So I mean, it was not cast on stone.
Honorable Chair and colleagues, during the committee's meeting, and I would like to remind my brother Honorable Karim that the public with which we interfaced were very passionate about extending the exemption for many reasons, especially our manufacturers, saying that the rate, like I read earlier, Right Honorable Chair, has reduced from 8 cents to 6 cents. So that's why, as a committee, we envisage that an extension of this exemption to 2032 will further reduce to 4 cents. And besides that, it was explained that the performance of the project has increased to over 80% in terms of delivery of power. Secondly, we acknowledge that the agreement, the power purchase agreement, is where the error was, and we cannot change it. Why should we therefore cause this suffering to our manufacturers by causing an increase in the tariff?
Honorable members, the problem that we have in this country, when we make a wrong agreement, purchase agreement, now we start complaining afterwards. It was a raw deal, very bad deal.
The Honorable